Hi, you guys. I am back and I have something kind of exciting to share. I'm going to see I Love Boosters. And I'm very excited about that. The whole campaign leading to the theatrical release was mad exciting. I fucking love Boots Riley. He is so authentic and so unique in his storytelling. I'm looking forward to seeing Keke Palmer on screen. This is going to be so sick. Also, I'm in major support of Boots Riley too. There's been some weird fuck-ass controversy about this movie and how it's been he's alluded to it being shadow banned because it's a heist film, which is like, what the fuck? There have been so many heist films. There have been movies about excessive, even unnecessary violence, but this one is going to get flagged. Be so for real. I will be there in theaters, in my seat. So, I'm very much looking forward to it. Really, I gotta wrap this up quick because I gotta leave in like 20 minutes. But normally I like to watch a movie and then go and write my little review. And I think I've talked about this before, that I have, whatchamacallit, I have a Google Docs comprised of all my movie critique and reviews and whatnot. I don't know why I don't have a fucking letterbox, but to be honest, I started way long ago in like high school. I think sophomore year or the summer of going into sophomore year of high school. My first movie that I really reviewed, and it was on paper at the time, it was Fight Club. And then and then I went on, and the next one on paper was like The Great Gatsby. And then the first one on my Google Docs was Room by Lenny Abrahamson. That was the first one. Then so on and so forth. And I have this, what I like to call, little rubric that kind of reminds me of what I need to touch on, but ultimately all boils down to entertainment value. And entertainment value, I mean, it doesn't so much matter about it being subjective or objective. What's so beautiful about art itself is that when you know when you love it. So it's weird. It's this weird intuitive language with whatever medium of art, but particularly in film, it still incorporates that beauty, of entertainment being, it's not mathematical, it's not formulaic. I like for that. I think it's easy for me to comprehend at times when I'm writing, but at the end of the day, you have to write from your heart, you have to create from your heart, and when you see it, right? But there's a good, beautiful balance to it, I like to believe, and not just for the sake of it making it easier for me to comprehend, but there's both sides of the spectrum. When a movie is presented to you, is it entertaining? Is it not? Why is it not? Right? And I like to, refer back to that rubric and see, where it does fall short, whether it be the rhythm or the sequencing or the, acting. Sure, I don't touch on it much, but really it's storytelling mainly for me also. Mainly, yeah. The sequencing, it incorporates. Sorry, I'm just talking to myself. But the character arc and the plot, the internal and external narrative, the conflict, and sometimes I like to follow the 8 sequence fashion of a script instead of the 3 acts. So maybe I'll look at that, but that doesn't matter so much. What matters is, these variables, are they meeting the mark? Are they filling my cup? Are they filling my expectation? Am I just... there's so much to look at, but I might just give a review after watching this movie. But I do want to say that I love Boots Riley. I love what he does. I love what he stands for. He is so sick. He is someone to look up to, and that's pretty much it. Other than that, it's been a pretty slow weekend. It's so funny. A long time ago, I was looking at someone's, I went to the old Austin's Coffee. Someone had put up their paintings, and I asked them, I approached them, I was like, tell me about this and tell me about that. By the end of the conversation, they said, well, you talk like a newscaster. Bye. What the fuck? What the fuck? And I wonder if I do sound like that sometimes. But I don't know. This weekend has been pretty slow. I had plans to go to the beach all by my lonesome, but it rained pretty much these past 2 days, and I think it will rain. See, I should be talking like a newscaster right now, but it'll rain tomorrow as well, and Monday, and stay tuned for the next segment. But anyway, so I had these beautiful, glorious plans. I wanted to go, and I want to go talk to the ocean, and tell the ocean of my feelings and my dreams and my wishes and whatnot. But here we are. Here we are, and I am no longer in pursuit of any esoteric fulfillment. And also my friends are all out of town pretty much. Yeah, so it is what it is. I might come home. I might spend some time with my mommy. I do want to show my parents Project Hail Mary. I talked about that recently. That was really fun. Loved that. And I think they'll enjoy it very much. And then throughout the weekend, as you know, a bitch stay writing. So I'm up to page 50. I had to clean up a lot of it. Really the first 10 scenes, which took hours, or not 10 scenes, 10 pages, took like a couple hours to finish. And then I needed to clean up and fix some honestly some formatting issues, weirdly enough. So really tested my patience, but I am back to just working solely on the plot. So page 50, and let's see how it goes. I'm really looking forward to it because this story is very character driven. A minimal, I kept the events to a minimal to really let the emotions sit and sink in and process. And of course, this is the script I was discussing a couple videos ago. It's about AI, or the bashing of, and how you can't have it compensate the company of humans, people. So yeah, that's what it's about. And oh shit, and then another thing, I know I've done a video a while ago about my Sims story, and I went in and I talked about the chronology and how it's panned out, and the history of it and the sorcery and magic, all that good stuff. So I've decided now, see, I think this is an act of desperation. I really do, because this was really my cave. This is where I go to write leisurely and to imagine. But now I'm working that into a book series. I think it'd be too ambitious to turn it into a TV series right now. I think a book one would be just fine. So that's what I'm doing. And I do think it's an act of desperation, because it's like, oh, well, you know, like I gotta turn everything into something. I gotta turn it into a book or a script or a feature. But you know what? I just have to keep, I need to get from point A to point B. So everything. I don't know what that means, but but I gotta work hard, and I have to get all those ideas out there and see and cast a wide net, basically, you know, because as much as there is integrity in just solely doing what I love, baby, I want that Oscar. I want it. I want to go home with it. I want my reality. And so pretty much whatever it takes, if that means I have to stay up in the late AM to churn out all of these scripts and concepts, then so be it. And if that means I have to exploit my hobbies, then so fucking be it. And I'll see how well this flies. I mean, really, it was really just for me to dissociate and escape from reality. That's Sims was a conduit for that. And I'm not really dissociative anymore, so I don't play it as much. But I think that at the time, the story that I had conjured is one that is so exciting and makes me want to go to the bathroom. I was telling my dad this yesterday. But it does, because it's just so fucking complex. It's very in the vein of Lord of the Rings or Game of Thrones. I know those are two very different worlds and concepts, but in terms of, you know, fantasy and world building, I think it resides somewhere there. And what with the like political complexities and the allies and the history of sorcery and the different occults representing different nations also taking place present day, their laws. Oh my god, I have laws and I have a map, and I have, again, like the history of each occult and how they've come to fruition and what their backgrounds are. I just find it so fascinating. I've also, like I said, incorporated the UN somehow and secret societies, and oh my god, this that. So it's really, I want it to also join hand in hand with the real world too, because it was really just for gameplay. I just wanted some of my other Sims to go to college and like have a family. So I was like, well, how do I marry the two worlds, you know? So I am gonna turn that into a mini series. I'm excited. My friend wanted me to tell them about this whole story, and I was like, okay, I'll create a presentation. I have a document, but I'll make it a presentation for you. Well, what was once like 10 slides has now become 100. It's like 113, I want to say. And I want to make it cool too, so I have to go back in and put some pictures in there. I made it very biblical. So I hope to present that. I don't think we'll have enough time in like one hangout for me to go over all of this, but I love it. I love it. There are moments where I sit there and I think, oh, this is so cringy. How dare I like make this public? But I don't care. I don't care anymore. I don't care. I'm a writer. I can't help it. But that's about it. I'm going to go and watch that movie now. It must be 6:30. And I like to get there a little early because I have that anxiety. I go alone at times. You know, I think I said that before, but I like to go to the movies by myself so I can really take it in. Kind of. I mean, like, you know, if like I don't mind going by myself. So yeah, I'm gonna go watch the movie, and I will let you know how it is. And I think I'm more than that. I'm excited that it's gonna be a full theater, so you're gonna get like real reactions and stuff. I don't like it when I miss the release date and then you go a couple weeks after and the theaters are kind of dead. It's fun. It can be at times, but I prefer it to be a full theater, so you just have that unified reaction, and it's just cool. But that's about it. Thank you so much for listening. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day, evening, rest of your week, and I will see you later. Bye!